Hi guys, welcome to Deep Cuts. Thank you for coming to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to it to be notified of any time I'll upload new content to the channel. Today we're going to talk about kind of a cigar basics 101 issue that a lot of new cigar smokers always kind of want to know more about or have questions about. What is the best way to cut a cigar? Now, if you look on the internet, you'll see two different cutting methods, basically. Really three. There's a straight cut, a V-cut, and a punch cut. What's the difference? It sounds a lot more intimidating than what it really is, so I'm here to explain it to you and kind of show you how it's done, at least for two of those methods, and then kind of give my opinion on which might be the best for you. So let's start off with what is a V-cut. Where a V-cut is going to make a slight V shape at the top of the cigar. So basically, the whole point of cutting a cigar is that you need to draw in air to the whole smoking situation. You're going to light the one end of the cigar, so your heat's going to be at the end. You're drawing in air to pull that heat forward, which burns the cigar. So you cut the cigar in order to create more airflow, because otherwise there's no way to get the airflow into the cigar. The V-cut creates a little V shape at the top. This is a V-cutter. So as you see, it's made by Vertigo. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the kind of shape it's going to make. V-cuts, to me, I like a V-cut. It creates a nice little easy kind of funnel. I've gotten great experiences from using a V-cut on most cigars. The smoking experience isn't that different from anything else. A more common method of cutting your cigar is a straight cut. So a straight cut is kind of what you'll see online a lot. Basically, the tip of the cigar is completely kind of taken off. You have a nice flat surface, more kind of surface area to kind of bring in the air to get that heat going. So when I was in the Dominican Republic visiting La Aurora a couple years ago, I heard the story told where the owner of La Aurora, Guillermo Leon, kind of gave his explanation of the difference between a V-cut and a straight cut. So basically, if you're all about flavor, that's when you want to use a straight cut. Straight cuts, this is an example of a straight cut. So as you see, opens up. Your cigar is going to go in here. You're going to pull the sides like this. Cuts off that top of that cigar. It's pretty straightforward again. Straight cuts are good, like I said, if you really want to get the flavor out of a cigar. V-cuts, you can kind of get that too, but it's going to create like a funnel, so you're not getting that full flavor experience. So when you see cigar reviews online that says this tastes like cocoa or cinnamon or is sweet and bitter, hopefully, I think a lot of those people are, like I said, are probably using a straight cut to get that full flavor experience. You're not going to get that full flavor experience with a V-cut. To me, a V-cut is more for, you don't really care what the cigar tastes like, you just want to enjoy it. You just want the smoke, you want the experience, not so much, it's not a science to you, it's not an education experience. So let me show you how to do both. So, we have our cigar here. As you see, the top is very flat already, but basically, you can kind of sometimes see a line. Now, a lot of people make the mistake when they're doing the straight cut. They take so much off, so they put a straight cut here, and they put the cut all the way down here. That's not what you want. You don't want to take too much off. I know one time I cut way too much of a cigar off, and somebody said, dang, you took the whole head off. You don't need to take the whole head off, basically. You just need to take kind of the tip, like I said, to create a nice kind of flat surface to bring in that cigar. So some straight cuts have like a little guard that kind of keeps you from going too far. This one obviously doesn't. So what you would want to do is you will want to take the cigar, kind of hold it like that, make it nice and firm. Take your straight cut, if and don't drop it like I was getting ready to do, and just kind of position it, and you want to just pull, and there you go. So what you'll see, you have a nice flat surface here, and that was your, you know, cigar cap. You know, took it right off. And what you would do is you would put this part into your mouth, and you would light up this part, and then you would suck in, kind of do like little puffs, but reverse puffs. So not like, not out, inward, and you'll bring that heat into the cigar. I'll show you how to do that in another video that I'll kind of link to in this video. So that's one cut. Now, V-cuts, completely different. Most of them will have this nice little kind of guard. You'll kind of see the surface indentation. What you're going to do is put your cigar into here. It's like a guillotine action, and it will create a V-cut. So let's see. We're going to put it into here, and you're just going to pull it down. And you see, it has a nice little indentation. And you could try it out and see if it's good enough for you. Sometimes with a V-cut, for me, I'll do it crisscross. So as you kind of see, it's that way, and I might do it the other way too to create like a nice little kind of a little bit more area, so you can make sure you get more of that cigar flavor in. And just for comparison sakes, two different ones. Like I said, this one, you're probably going to taste more flavor of the cigar. This one, you are not going to get as much flavor, but it's still going to be a great experience because you're going to be able to suck in more of that cigar. And that's it for those two. Now there is one more method. It's called a punch cut. Basically, you have like a little, I won't want to say a device, but it's a little cutter. You stick it into it, and it makes a teeny tiny little hole, and you would just kind of do your inhales or reverse puffs, as I like to call it, through that tiny hole. Same thing, it's kind of like the V-cut. You're not going to get that full flavor, but it will still work just as well. Really, it's kind of up to you which one you want to use. There is no right way. Just figure out what works for you, do it. And I will also say experiment with the straight cut, V-cut. If you can get two of the same cigar, that's a great method of doing it. Get two of the same cigar, do a straight cut, you know, write down some notes about the smoking experience, give it some time, maybe that next day, try the second different cut and see which one you like better. That's going to be the best way to figure out if you are a straight cut or a V-cut type person. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. As I said at the beginning, if this is your first time on Deep Cuts, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon next to it to be notified anytime I do new content or material. If there's anything that you want to learn about cigars or any questions you have about cigars, please put them in the comments below, and I'll try to make a video about that or find somebody from the industry who can answer that question, and I will give you that content as well in the video. Thank you so much, and look forward to having you all back on the channel.